empowerment is when we as a community galvanize and take a look at our worth, at our value, and then use that as a means to continue to grow.
Empower means, to me, for people to start thinking on their own. That's what gives me hope. Is some people are starting to wake up, especially in Illinois, talking about we're tired of this one-party rule, which has been in Illinois for quite some time, and in this district for, like I said, decades.
The message is to break out of that, break out of the cycle and the system, and at least try something different.
It's up to the citizens to be in charge, really, of their local communities and their families. And that will make a difference for today's children, the future generation, and for their communities as well.
Empower to me means getting the information you need so you can go out and talk intelligently and feel confident on the issues that concern you the most.
Empowerment means exactly what it is. I have the power and the ability under my own control, my own mind. As long as I'm of sound mind, I can do whatever it is I choose to do. When the government gets out of my way, when other people get out of my way, watch me go. And everybody has that ability. So that's where it is.
I'm hoping to bring this idea that we as black folks have been angry for over 60 years about not having jobs, about not having the best education. We're still angry today. The common denominator in our anger is the fact that we have been following the same type of leadership for all of this time. My challenge to the black community is simply this. Maybe it's time to at least try something different.
And they pretend to be our friends, and we have trusted them. And all along, they were there to keep us in the situation that the higher power wanted us in, while pretending to be our friends. There have been people who I thought didn't mean me any good, but they were the ones who really wanted me to succeed. While those who were in my face all the time were the ones who were working for the system that kept this man out of the game. It is time for us to send a message from this place tonight that we are tired of it, and we know who you are, and we will not vote you back into office as long as you are who you are.
President Obama has become the deadbeat black president in our community. He is directly linked to Ron Emanuel. Ron Emanuel is implementing policies that's devastating our community.
See, we are the guys who will tell you the story that most people won't talk about. Our community has been starved to the point where he has forced our people into a life of crime. When he was first running for U.S. Senator, we tried to say to people that you all are making a mistake with this guy. This guy has never done anything. If you look at his voting record, he's done nothing when it comes to our community.
I believe that it is imperative that we begin to start electing people who have already agreed with our agenda. People don't vote for anything other than their interests. But in our community, we vote because somebody looks good. How is that working out for you? It's been a diabolical plot. In 1965, we got married. Got married to a party that promised that we would always have civil rights. We married a party that said this is the direction to go. We suffer from a battered wives disorder, where now we have been abused, we've been messed up, jobless, hopeless, lack of education, no opportunities. Your streets are all messed up, have no opportunities for your children's children, and yet we want to stay married to the same old man. And I want each one of us to walk up out of here with a backbone, with the testicular fortitude to stop putting up with the same stuff that we've been putting up with all this time.
It is not enough to just be able to sit at the lunch counter without being able to read the menu. You have an incredibly high dropout rate in this area. Young people are not going to be able to compete without an education.
Well, education is always is a big thing. School choice is a big thing. My mom was really instrumental in finding a better school so that I can do better.
Education for children. I have 2 children. I want the quality of public schools equal all the way across the state of Illinois.
The sky is the limit. And that is my message to all Americans, but especially our young individuals. Nothing is instant. You have to work hard. Life is a marathon. It's not a sprint.
There's a new day dawning in our culture. The world is much larger than Chicago. In that freedom, yes, you take your blackness with you, but you are able to engage anybody on any plane and stand tall.
When people talk about children killing each other, they have no hope because they weren't educated. Because we continue to take the same things over and over again, expecting that we will have a decent society.
Federal government has no business being involved in education. It's not in the Constitution. It should be a state-level issue, and it should be communities deciding how people will be educated.
Let me tell you what you're looking at when you're looking at that young man who is out there selling drugs. You're looking at an entrepreneur who doesn't really know what he is. Somebody who doesn't mind taking risks. You're looking at somebody who evidently is exercising the ability to sell a product.
We have come to this point in our society where we just think that children just can't read and doggone it, that's just their lot in life. It is because of policies that we've allowed to go through, but the problem is that no one is looking for the best interest of the children.
I thought tonight was a great conference. It is motivating, it's revitalizing, and empowering.
It was actually thought-provoking, and it really helped to understand where the gaps are in communication.
I think it's a great idea to have these conversations because even if you don't agree on all the issues, there was a lot of the topics and issues that a lot of us are agreeing. Sometimes we're arguing and we're saying the same thing. So I think this is excellent way. This is the way to get the people motivated and get them mobilized.
Hello, everybody. This is C.L. Bryant. We have just finished a monumental event here in Chicago, and FreedomWorks has led the charge. Black people coming together, speaking their minds, and having their opinions heard, even though many of them were different. This is the conversation that America is ready for. This is the conversation that will prove that freedom works for everyone.
My grandfather was the son of a slave. But Grandpa came to me and he said something, and Queasy, I want you to run the ball with this.